Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier,
Shut
and
the hell
today
up, we will be sued, he will kill us, he'll come to our house and kill us!
we will be playing Delusion.
We actually have a lot of treasure to sell, don't we?
We do have a lot of treasure to sell, I just noticed that
And
myself.
only half of it we stole. Alright, well I agreed that Kayleigh would get to start today because I mainly got the chief the last episode.
Oopsie doodle.
Pillows up the road.
Yeah, I just want to see what quests we've got going on.
We have a lot of quests, actually.
A debt unpaid. Yeah, we haven't really finished any of these officially, except Secrets and Spores and the Rotten Onions. Oh, but our map is filling out at least.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. This is the Sky Shroom tea that the guy wanted.
Alright, well, I was gonna suggest we do that, actually. I wouldn't mind buying him some, because he's my bestie from the Inquisition.
Right, yes, of course.
So the next move I think that the game wants us to do is to get on the bridge to Hallowshire, or something like that. But I would first like it if we just turn this zone upside down and find out what secrets are waiting for us.
Very well.
Might as well hit that checkpoint.
No need. Oh.
Nope, that's... Why do we keep on accidentally breaking into Kolwich's place?
Whoopsie!
That's the bar. He's gonna be like, why is my door open?
Always good to see a returning customer.
One helping of the tea.
Let's...
No, that's
Well,
not...
actually, it's my playthrough.
That's not allowed.
So.
The Apostatic Union will not allow that behavior.
What's wrong with it?
You're not going to be imbibing on the job.
Oh, everyone deserves a day off.
No.
Me personally...
No, literally no. This is not permissible.
Me personally...
For every crime you commit as an Apostatic Union agent when you are in control of the keyboard, I will kill a helpless and their blood will be on your hand.
I just want to spend your money. I'm just really curious. I just want to talk to him. Where'd it go?
Do not do it. Do not come.
Oh, here it is. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
You are feeling mildly... Oh my god! Who would you like to die?
Wait, actually, I am curious as to what effects this has. Can I see it? Fusions.
So, where's the future we're supposed to see?
I might be having this fortified right now. Oh,
This
yeah,
shit don't work.
It buffs your lore, and it makes you drunk. So, some stats are raised, some are lowered. This is something that you might actually want to know.
Inebriation is not allowed. It doesn't matter if it helps me.
You're boring. Look at this cool blur effect on all of my shit now.
This is just what my vision looks like all the time, Kayleigh.
I'm literally trying to help this guy get drunk on the job.
You know, I think that every time you try to sprint...
Yes, if you spend your sprint and you keep sprinting, it lowers your maximum sprint.
Then why do you do this?
I like to go fast. Which way are you telling me to go?
That way.
This way to the fort.
To the left of him. I bet if you just go to the left of him, you'll eventually find it.
Alright, guys.
Oh, there is the snowy tower.
Let's watch Jamie be wrong.
And wait, what's this little mushroom house?
Well, this is different. This is just a farm.
Well,
My
who
bad.
lives here? Stop right there. The man brandishes a particularly rusty sword in your direction. You're not ticking, are you? No mechanical limbs, no leaky joints?
Yes!
No! I knew it. These fiendish contraptions are getting more fanciful by the day. He steps closer and prods you a few times with his finger. Ow! You know I'm sensitive. He prods you a few more times. Well, I'll admit you don't seem like a mindless killing machine from that blasted Clockwork Kingdom. It's just since the attacks I've been pretty jumpy. What's this about a Clockwork Kingdom? New here, are you? These Oniric Isles are home to a certain Clockwork Kingdom, due east of this here hamlet of Quill. So I guess we're still in Quill.
I think, yeah, maybe the whole area is.
For a while, they were decent enough neighbors, except for those bothersome factories billowing out smoke and the occasional explosion rocking the whole isle of something fierce. But folks say their Machine King went mad, and now some of their gadgets and gizmos are spilling across the border and wreaking havoc with my crops. Have you seen any robots around here?
I have not. At least I don't think I have.
Maybe bro's been having too much scroom tea.
Scroom tea?
Scryin' shroom, yeah. By mechanical monstrosities. And don't laugh, I'm being sincere. They've been coming from the east, where the snow's been falling. Funny thing...
It never used to snow here. Sorry, I accidentally hit the button.
You're good, you're good. At first they were just little things, but lately one huge metal bastard has taken to tending to my crops with its weapons if I try and shoot away at attacks.
I think I could try and shut it down for you.
You would? I'd be mighty appreciative. If you managed to do it, there'd be some coin in it for you.
So, a good old classic side quest.
Militant agriculture. I hate robots so much. Let's kill this with extreme prejudice.
What do you have in your room, though? We can sleep in his bed.
You think he's friendly enough with us for that?
You think he'll come up and, like, spend some time with us?
Let's see if we can't get eyes on this thing. I want to see how big and bad this big bad machine is. I love how thoroughly he inspected us to see if we were... Oh. I thought that was it. I thought that was the monster.
Score!
What the hell's this? The device crackles with distinct pulse of cipher magic. Its ocular skull registers your presence, and the mechanical squill scratches out the following lines.
I never saw this.
Rejoice, downtrodden thrall of the defeater's powers. Thou standest now within a fiefdom of Machinus Rex. Proclamation, this honorable vessel, honorable with a U, I'm just gonna note that with even more prejudice, governs the protocols of its indentured autoserfs. Descrying census. Number of inactive autoserfs, 253. Number of active autoserfs, 1. Current labor protocol, militant agriculture. Thus they have a query. Let's change the protocol.
Ah.
Yeah, let's change it to, like, being nice. Alteration of protocols is only permitted by order of Machinus Rex or its appointed deputies, or by the ordained discretion of this vassal. Therefore, query, what is thine argument? So he has the ability to do it. Your surf is causing havoc and will likely be destroyed. I guess we'll try the charm, but... No,
Oh.
No way! Contemplating canon, disputation. Assaying validity, thine argument is worthy. Therefore, edict, auto self surf labor protocol is hereby revised.
Benevolent agriculture!
All hail its majesty Machinus Rex, the Clockwork King. Well, previously,
that's quite nice.
these robots can be reasoned with. I wasn't expecting that to go over so easy.
You never expect a robot to be reasoned with.
No.
Which
I'm
is
so
why
used to
I
smashing
joined
to
the
pieces.
railroad in Fallout 4.
Okay, well, I will kill any robot who tries to superimpose themselves as a human and claim that they have humanity.
For all 5 people watching this playthrough, did you know that that's like our most consistent argument?
Quit holding shift. What are you doing?
More than like 10 times, I think, we have gotten into a spat over whether or not...
There it is.
Oh yeah, there he's going!
Basically, the Brotherhood of Steel is the only halfway decent faction in Fallout 4.
The Brotherhood of Steel are a bunch of pussy losers.
Looks
he's
pretty
like
sick.
He's like a cow.
The machine continues with its agricultural duties, indifferent to your presence.
Wait.
Dude, that thing would have been scary to fight.
Wait, I wanna make eye contact with it. Oh,
He's got a visor.
oh, he's so cute. I saw a silk cow around.
He'll make a better ally than me.
Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I've dealt with the machine. You have? There was me thinking you'd be hacked into pieces. Tell me how'd you do it? Changed its protocols. I turned it off and on again. You changed its what now? So you mean it's all friendly all of a sudden? If this works, and that machine proves even half as useful as I heard they were, I'll be the richest shroom tender in Quill. He breaks into a beaming grin. Maybe even in Hallowshire.
Don't get too excited. Family heirloom. Remarkable treasure. Wait, that looks like one of the silk things.
A little silk cow treasure he gave us? Wait, what does it mean to use it?
I don't know. Should we
think-
use one of the shitty ones?
Yeah, maybe it just turns right into gold. I guess it
Probably
does
nothing. What do we do if we use the Oh, I forgot, the compass works.
Whoa,
This is actually pretty useful for later.
that's pretty sick.
Okay.
All the quests here are like super simple. I can't wait to like get to more sophisticated quest zone.
I'm hoping that there are sophisticated quest
There
zones.
must be. This must just be a whole tutorial level.
I don't know about that. Okay. Okay.
I bet we can get it this time.
Wrong.
8 lockpicks
Oh,
left.
we're good.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Come on. 1 in 6 chance.
Nah, we're good. Nah, we're good.
Quit low rolling. There you go.
What did I tell you? Probably just a delusion. Oh!
Armor!
Poor quality.
Chainmail coif. A chainmail hood that fits snugly over the head and shoulders. The gentle clink of the rings fill the wearer's ears whenever they move.
That was well worth it.
That's big.
That is big.
Does it give us any downside?
No, I don't think so. There's not, like, dodging or anything in this game.
I just noticed that we have 4 ring slots, too. I wonder what kind of rings we can wear.
I don't know if I ever found any rings.
Stop. There's coins to your left below you.
I
need
also,
to point that out before
I
you
also
leave.
need to level up.
I might as well. Wisdom or persona, I say. I do like getting those charm set things successfully.
Persona it is.
Okay.
Ooh, I forgot I have to use the thingy.
Yeah. Mark this place.
There we go.
Alright. What's up, people? If it isn't our newest confessor, she bows her head politely.
We have clout now.
We haven't met this one. I'd love to help you with your mission, but I don't have the security clearance to know all the ins and outs. You should speak with Inquisitor Ignavius on the platform opposite the High Confessor. Okay. Now we know where they are. Got you some tea, bestie.
Ah, Confessor 17?
Yep.
I just knew you'd survive the assault. The drones were all but certain you'd meet a gruesome end, but you sure showed them, eh?
Confessor, this is exactly what I was looking for. How thoughtful of you. He removes from his belt a tiny metal teapot. He slips some loose tea in the filter.
You.
Me. And to your surprise, you notice it already contains boiling water. If you'd be so kind to wait a moment, Confessor, I really must let this brew.
Kinda looks like you. With your facial hair.
Yeah, just because the mustache doesn't connect. But nothing else about him.
Yeah, I know.
You wait for an uncomfortable few minutes in total silence, and he stares at his miniature teapot. Finally, he seems satisfied and pours liquid into a cup and takes a sip. He frowns and is silent for a moment. I guess if he's having a hallucination already, then it means that he has a low tolerance to it.
No, I think he's just
No.
happy with the tea.
This is damn fine tea. I've tried an extraordinary number of teas in my time, and this is one of the best. My wife is going to love it. Please take this in recompense.
Ah, he's a wife guy.
He gave us a glimmer of delusion.
Oh, but now he is hallucinating.
Damn fine tea indeed. He seems to be staring at something that only he can see.
Probably.
His wife.
Yeah. Ugh.
We can speak to the confessor.
We can. We should sleep for a minute, though. Boost up our things.
Right.
Hey, girl.
Welcome back, Confessor 17. I wanted to ask you something. You'll have to speak up. It's mostly echoey in here.
The machine squats slightly. Is it like grinding up her blood and spitting it out on the bottom?
I think so.
I think that's too much blood. Oh, let's finally go through this dialogue tree.
You are not the only member of this tribunal to have betrayed the Apostatic Union. In my former life, I committed heinous crimes. She lets out a metallic sigh. Unlicensed spell weaving, conversing with gods, abetting armed conflict. I could go on. This iron coffin is an honor, a privilege. The pain it delivers, the exquisite torment, sharpens my reason. This is very Hellraiser.
It is very Hellraiser.
And it was specially designed to insulate my mind, lest I hear the gods' cruel whispers and forget my penance. That's cool. That's all I wanted to know.
We need to fix this.
No, we're not
We
done.
need to fix this.
No, it's a zero-death playthrough.
No, it's not.
I will be really mad at you if you just, like, kill yourself in a stupid way.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying ethically.
No, shut the hell up.
I'm not riding on a zero-death playthrough with you.
We're living forever.
Cool stuff happens.
No!
Okay, fine.
Alright, how are we supposed to get the Hallowshire? In the center... No, that's different.
Ghosts. I think the way there is through Quill.
Let's go to Quill.
If it's not Quill, I know it's through some other sky island.
You're being mean to your stamina bar again.
This way to the Wobbly Noggin and Hallowshire. Oh, wait.
A note has been added.
Over by Hollowtown Cancel as of 1442. I don't know what year it is, actually. We should figure that out. I know there was a way we could have gotten a fake passport.
Who needs it? We're a hero. Greetings, the bridge is closed unless you're the bearer of a genuine Apostatic Union passport. So if you've not got one, I've got a passport right here. I like
Sure
this
do.
guy. I wish I looked like this guy.
You do look like this guy.
Seal looks good. I'm not seeing any signs of magical forgery. Yep, looks like you can pass. Ocean Horror Show.
I wanted to jump over it like in Mario Kart.
You wanted to hit your little mid-air boost?
Yeah, like
what are those things?
Oh.
He doesn't look very friendly. Masterfully done.
Bro ain't suspect a thing.
You're so good at this. Wobbly noggin. No, Hollowtown to the right. Alright, get to Hollowtown. I love the Hollowtown OST.
Okay, fine.
I've been waiting this whole time to hear this OST.
Fine.
No, there was a lever in there.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's to go back down to where we were before.
No, that's somewhere new.
Well, let me just rule
whatever.
it out up here. I would like to not deal with the frogs if I have to.
Who lives in this ruined mushroom hut?
It's locked.
Well, we can unlock it.
Lord. Oh, never mind. Not really worth it.
Lore?
That's what I was gonna say.
There must be more in the environment to mess with.
Yeah, wait a minute. I never did this.
Maybe there's more of those blue things scattered all throughout the forest and they unlock some greater secret.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's keep an eye out for them as we explore. And let your stamina recover, please.
But I like running.
No, you hate running, actually. I know
True.
because I try to take you running all the
Facts.
time.
No, you don't.
I once did, and then I gave up. Barred from the other side. That seems to me like the exit of a dungeon.
Yeah.
A dungeon that is probably opened by locating all the blue things. There are secrets in this forest.
Dog, where am I going?
I say you go down that elevator.
Oh, great, they have bigger ones. Oh, and there's one of those things over there. I'm trying to remember what that is.
A what?
Look at that cool little structure over there.
Looks godly.
Or the exact opposite.
This is not the right elevator. Whatever.
Well,
It's
let me just
an
activate
elevator.
it.
Who knows where it goes? Nah.
It's the bridge we just crossed.
Hey, another blue thing.
Where? Oh.
So they're officially very far away from each other. Do you hear a dog growling? Maybe it was him.
I don't think so.
That looks well locked.
There's a delusion in there.
Oh, I kind of want it though. Give it one more try and then give up. Alright.
Damn.
Not yet. We're not doing it right now. There's a possibility that that's what the arcane opens. Or the lore.
True.
That guy's wearing a mask.
They're all wearing masks.
Freak.
Oh, here's another one.
Something has changed. Okay, go check the door. Maybe that door the delusion opened up.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright. Too bad we burnt those lockpicks, but hey. Treasure. An adventure! An adventure! There's an empty spot back there. Another remarkable treasure.
Yo! It taken the form of a silk slug. So it absolutely is.
This is somewhere new.
Oh my god.
Oh. This is my OST. This is my Hallowshire OST. Let's go. Lore is definitely the most fun way to play this game so far.
Yeah, I never touched it. I have no idea what this... This looks like an academy guy, but...
The youth is fumbling with a teacup, a spoon, and an assortment of other objects which all appear to be floating. God's damn wizard wouldn't know a good spell if it... The objects clatter to the floor. Are you trying to get into the academy too? I wouldn't bother. You could enchant a silk slug to shit gold and they'd still ignore you. They won't let you in without a recommendation. What's this about an academy? The Erudite Academy. You've never heard of it? Well, it's right above us. Big hunk of rock overhead. The Academy flies all over the Apostatic Union just so their fancy wizards can gloat at all the poor, talented saps they won't let in.
Okay, Squidward tentacles.
Big chip on this dude's shoulder. Supposedly they make the most advanced cipher spells in the Union. Ryova gives them a free pass to do the kind of magic that would get most scholars thrown in an Inquisition jail. Surely they do more than that.
Oh, oops.
How do you get in? Turns out being an exceptional cipher scribe means nothing to them. To visit the Academy, you need a recommendation from an accredited scholar. Do you have any interest in wizard school? I'm not really into wizard school.
I know how to get into wizard school.
Maybe we'll get in there eventually. The enchanted mask is deadly still, but its stoic eyes track you as you approach. The Erudite Academy is closed to all but a chosen few. Present your recommendation or leave. Alright, so this is how you get in.
Right, okay, that's what that is up there. Yeah, their island moves around everywhere.
Funny. Find any landmarks lately?
Nah, we're some fuck-off place in Hallowshire.
Silk Slug.
Mwah.
Landmark.
Hollowed out tree.
Well, the village can't be far from here. Look for road signs.
Oh, please let me in.
I don't know if you'll find an easy way up there.
Actually, I think I'm stuck. Here we go.
What is that? Is he... I don't think he's hostile.
Hey!
The creature looks at you from sunken eyes. It shifts behind its massive jaw. It appears physically incapable of lifting its head. Be still, human. Only those who embrace their wretchedness may claim their second self. What is a second self? Long ago, the goblins in this forest perpetrated a heinous evil. To this day, their kind still bears the burden of this guilt. So they carve themselves a new self in the form of a mask. When the goblins wear these, they appear to be altered. If it is by some magic or merely an act, I cannot say.
I think those are the frog things.
We all carry some guilt, human. If you wish to acknowledge your own wrongdoings, you may claim a mask for yourself. Is this god worship? I can't tell.
Wait, this reminded me of something. There's guild, like, reputation systems in this game. I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
Well, it seems to me that if we get a mask from him, then we might become friendly to all the goblins in the neighborhood.
They just...
It's so...
Oh, look at him.
So his head is too big to move. You want to try that charm on him? Maybe he'll give us a mask.
Couldn't hurt.
I have embraced my wretchedness. Fail. It is one thing to say the words, it is another to truly believe.
What if I actually did?
Failed charm, needed 50.
Damn.
What if you tried casting Entice on him first? That probably wouldn't do anything.
We could get a little drunk.
I don't... No, you're not doing that anymore.
Alright.
No drinking on the job for you.
I love how the silkworms just walk around with their eyes shut after they've been harvested like little divas. Like, Okay. That up there looks promising, so I think I'm just gonna keep moving until I see a sign.
It looks like a guard tower.
I meant that up there.
Bad guy. That's a bandit. Run. Or fight.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not a pussy.
Good one.
Ow.
Big numbers. Nice. And another lockpick. If you want to get crazy with it.
Can we...
Some weird bong. Lore!
Oh.
Nothing yet has changed, but
I
there must
heard
be...
it. I heard a sound effect.
Yeah, but it didn't say something has changed. Candlestick. There we go.
Tut tut.
All
Yo!
There was god worship in this room, I can smell it.
No. Nothing of the sort.
Not permissible. Burn the whole tower down. New delusion. You want to raise charm again, and then try to go pass his skill check?
Yeah, but I wanna see about going to the town first.
That appears to be a castle.
Oh, this is probably another bridge, actually. Probably what, a clockwork? No, the Endless Realm.
I want to end those
We
motherfuckers.
we wandered right off.
Emberian ruins.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
I don't remember much about it, but this is the way to
Hollowtown,
Hollowtown. Ooh,
Who is that caged individual?
I believe this might be a punishment of sorts. I never figured out what these do.
Shit looks evil. Who are you? Did you see the huge statue? Just now, actually. It's an ancient Wiccan artifact, built long ago before the world rend, back when only mad occultists dared set foot in the Sky Realms. It may have been erected to mark important Wiccan ritual sites, but that is only a theory. Wiccans often disguise the truth of things with powerful magic, so it's incredibly hard to tell for sure. Interesting.
Well, I don't think we can lore check on it.
Maybe we will eventually when our wisdom gets high enough.
Yeah, I was just trying to calculate where I was meant to go from. Oh, excuse me. I was just so taken aback.
I see that this town has been unionized.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that guy's on the cover art. Hail, peasant. May the apostatic union shine resplendent. What can you...
Oh, sorry, did you want to know about
No,
the
you're
union?
good, you're good, you're good. On the low end of the town is a tavern with a giant skull. That's the Wobbly Nog, and you can rest up there. Further into town, you have the High Street, with a few well-stocked shops. Several alleys lead down to the docks, or you can carry on straight to the clock tower. Just past the clock tower is the Union Council building. It's where the local polymath lives. You can always stop by if you're looking for work.
Very well.
Yeah, this is the music I've been waiting to hear. Calling all denizens of the Apostatic Union, our land is beset with a most terrible famine. Can you sit idle while your crops fail and your loved ones perish? We all know who is to blame, the God worship, the cultist. For too long they have uttered their dread prayers from the fringes of society, bringing terrible omens upon our land. Our polymath humbly requests the aid of every denizen in this matter. Visit the Apostatic Union's council building in the center of the town to inquire further.
Something tells me you're going to be wanting to do that.
Yes. To be sold, Thornwood Manor. A 200-year manor, once stately and fine, that has fallen into disrepair. The manor guards comprise an entire island just off the south of Hallowshire. With the right investor, this could be a thriving estate once more. For inquiries, visit the clerk in the Hollowtown Council.
Oops.
So this is the inn. What did we even come here for again?
Well, Hallowshire has the first guy of the long list of people who have once worked with Vila.
You're right. Welcome to the Wobbly Noggin. If you're in need of a rest, we've beds and ale aplenty. I'm looking for someone. What do you know of Bella Colose?
Colose?
Bella Colose. What kind of innkeep do you take me for? I've heard more stories about Bella than I can recount. Her Darkstar mercenaries fought in the Slevian Mutiny, the Battle of Weeping Wizards, and on both sides of the Wiccan Uprising of Hockney. They've taken coin from Riovan councilors and occultist villagers alike. He leans on the bar. And when folk ain't been spilling each other's blood, they've gone up plundering. Emberian ruins, Wiccan shrines, and you know the tomb of the deathless Dynast King? That was them that stole his face. He leans in so close you can smell his breath. Some folks say she's a saint who's gonna right the wrongs of the Union. Others say she's a devil who leaves a path of chaos in her wake. But you know what? He jabs the table, eyes wide. She were here once, 2 years ago. Her and a load of her crew. They kicked everyone else out. Must have been 50 of them sods, getting pissed as skyfish. And I saw that she weren't no saint. She weren't no devil. She were completely shit-faced. Guffaws, wiping a tear from his face. I did warn her about the Typho's rum. We made more coin that night than most weeks, I reckon. I think the game wants me to sympathize with Vela, but I do not.
I think you're supposed to make your own opinion.
I don't think the game wants me to side with the Apostatic Union.
I think there are reasons to and not to, but I could also be totally talking out of my ass.
Fine wine and cipher wine.
Foul booze?
The cheap stuff. A disgusting wine of terrible quality.
Yeah, let me get some of that.
What I'm drinking right now.
Oh, and we can sell this here.
All right.
And the booze for a markup. Wait a minute.
A mark down. Cost one less. All right, so we're gonna pawn all our treasure to him?
Why not?
Might as well. I mean, if we did quests for him first, then he might have given us a better deal. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll hold off.
We'll hold off
these.
on those, yeah. Don't need to liquidate all our assets.
Apparently wrought into the form of a silk slug.
Hee.
Woman?
She looks like you. Keep an eye on the Neuron Star, friend. It's got a 12-hour pulse cycle, and most of the shops close when it's dark. If you're used to longer days and nights of some mainland Union countries, you may find it strange. I don't know where you're from, but many people live their whole lives in the cycle of a single Neuron Star, believing all days and nights to be the same. But the world is wrapped in a blanket of interconnected Neuron Stars, and each one is different. They all travel in regular movements, though, and pulse brighter at certain times. Hallowshire Star circles all the surrounding islands every 12 hours. It pulses brightest at noon and shrinks to be darker at night. People here will sleep more often, and for less time than a place with a longer cycle. Of course, there are some places so far from a Neuron Star that they are trapped in perpetual night, and others where a single day can last hundreds of hours.
You're pretty cool.
That's strange. They have their own sun that just hovers over the village.
I never truly paid attention to that.
Where is it?
The Neuron Star, so it's probably shrinking down now, but look at these nerve endings.
Is that?
It's leading into it. I think it's blocked by the this. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wow.
That's been in the sky this whole time, but I think it's a different one than what we were seeing over there. I'm not sure, though.
Is there a blacksmith in this village?
I think there is.
We've accrued a lot of ore now. I bet we could upgrade the sword.
Taylor.
Taylor. What's good as a tailor?
My god.
He's got two faces colliding into each other. Actually, that's two people standing on top of one another.
No, I think he's just fucked up.
Maybe. Welcome to Glorious Garments. I can tell you are a customer of exemplary taste. I have a selection of fine attires to choose from. What does he have for sale? Scruffy.
Oh, if we buy a house, he can furnish it.
That's cool. Union furnishings.
Can't sell anything.
First, you'll need to find a crafting station. There's one in the weapon shop, a fair blade. Alright.
That's where we're going for the sword.
Weapon shop. Most of our wares are made with thread from the silk slug. Let's picture the silk slug on the wall beside you. It's quite a messy procedure, though. Make sure you take rags for the excess mucus.
Oh.
They didn't illustrate that part to us.
Ah! Hello, hello, hello!
They look like goldfishes.
I love them.
Alright, into the blacksmith. Is this a self-service forge?
I think so.
Countryside is teeming with goblins and unsavory creatures. Only a fool ventures forth without a sharpened blade. First, does she sell weapons? I want to see if there's other weapons besides just swords.
She'll sell us a nice-ass sword. Oh, and some more chainmail. Shitty sword. Ammo, iron ore. We could sell our shitty sword.
Well,
We don't want to do that.
do you think we would upgrade our rusty sword to a fine sword in this?
Not a fine sword, but to a steel sword. Which is just under a fine sword.
Get the fine sword then. Fine sword's the move.
I don't think we can afford it.
Yeah, we can.
It's 100. Oh, I guess we can.
Buy that shit.
You'd rather do that than
Yeah.
upgrade?
Yeah, let's do that and then bind the chainmail armor.
All right. Oops.
Very good. Maybe buy the fine ore too.
The little bougie here. Let's
Got it.
sell our rusty sword.
Sure, yeah. I don't think there's weapon condition in this game.
I don't think there is either.
Very, very good.
Do you want to sell our ammunition?
No, we might use a bow before the end. We just haven't found somebody who sells one yet.
Okay, well, there's no reason for us to buy ore because we're not upgrading anything, but...
Yeah.
Let me see... Amberian sword. But it needs, like, freaky green ore.
That's cool. Nice, it looks like a machete. Welcome to the Bubbling Brew. We sell a wide array of useful items, from healing potions to alchemy ingredients. And there's an alchemy station, too. Alright.
This actually could be useful.
Let's see what kind of stuff we can make.
We could put those in there?
You can use treasure as an ingredient, and throwing knives. Use throwing knives with Eye of Pegeth. Is this gonna make a healing knife?
Weak spirit. Failed alchemy
experiment. This is fun though. We get to explore and make new recipes.
Giving us some... And the brewing of cheap booze. Oh, we just made shitty booze.
Okay, well... Why would you drink that?
Oh, never mind. I can't do anything with
Okay,
it.
good, I was gonna say.
It helps us make cheap booze.
Try combining the Eye of Pageth with something else, because we know that the Eye of Pageth is an ingredient for making healing potions. With a Paradoxicus? Shielding potion. That's good to have. Try it with maybe a Silk Slug?
One of our treasures?
No, do it with a Chitter Seed. It's probably a healing potion, I think. Yeah.
Poison.
That's not what I expected.
I think Pageth and Pageth would be healing.
Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think if you could just combine something with two of itself. Very helpful.
There really must only be 3, like, ingredients, quote-unquote, to pick.
In this region. There's probably more further away.
Oh, maybe.
I really hope we can get, like, an axe or a spear or something eventually. The sword's fine, but I always want to have that variety of weapon. Whoa, is that the Union headquarters?
I believe this is the Polymyth's place.
Oh, this is cool. Clerk's desk is buried under inkpots and parchment. His arms move wildly, grabbing papers and scribbling with his quill. Occasionally he'll mutter an obscenity, throw a document to the floor, and stamp on it. He notices you approaching. No, 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 never, absolutely not. Excuse me. I know your type. You have a look about you. A look that says you're a legal nightmare. Maybe your house has drifted into a different principality. Your name contains letters that don't exist, or your doppelganger claims ownership of your cow. Whatever it is, I don't care. So unless you've come to purchase that dilapidated old manor house for an outrageous sum of money, please sod off. What if we buy the manor?
Do we need a house?
No, is the manor the only house in Hallowshire?
I don't know if it's the only house in Hallowshire, but there are other places that we already know we could build up.
Yeah, let's not buy it then. I thought that was a quest. I thought it was going to be like a big mansion full of ghosts and shit. Hail, peasant, are you in need of work? God shells have been found in the region. They contain
I remember the god shells.
godlets, dangerous occult specimens. We want them brought in.
We're not giving them any fucking godlets.
What is a godlet?
We're not giving them
Tell me
what
what is a godlet.
They're little, cute little, baby little things.
What kind of things?
Babies.
Are they gods?
They're babies.
I will kill them.
No.
She does not look up from her papers. Another loyal subject of the Apostatic Union. I must remind you that impromptu meetings such as this may not exceed 10 ticks of the clock. Are you here to serve the Union, or is this another matter? I want to serve the Union.
I don't. Goodbye.
Damn UK.
Fuck the Union.
We're literally like living a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde playthrough now.
Oh, they're down here. Neutral to the Union and neutral to the Wiccans.
Why am I not vilified with the Wiccans? I want them to know.
We just haven't killed any of them.
Oh, is that how it does it?
I think so.
Turning them
or
into
done quests,
the rituals.
done quests against them, something like that.
Ooh. A little jitter seed.
Yeah, but I remember when I started playing, somehow I got like really in deep bad with goblins, and I don't know. I like wasn't hunting them down or anything. So that was the general store, I think.
This place is crazy compared to Quill. Bright eyes shine from an unwashed face. You catch her attention. You wouldn't help a girl out, would you?
Oh god.
What does she want?
Probably wants drugs.
She wipes sweat from her brow. I've got to deliver these Beyond Silks to the guy at the Wobbly Noggin, but after lugging these here, my own noggin's not doing too good. She flashes you a smile. This is drug running, isn't it? No. We can only say yes or yes, but give me money. Item gained, Creative Silks. Just ask around for Bardolph. He's usually in the small room. If he's not...
I'll just ask a guard if I get lost.
You notice the slave round. Really, there's no need for that. It's the pub with the giant skull. You can't miss it. Take it to the Union.
Are you sure?
Take it to the Union.
Wait, I see.
Take it right to the Union right now.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if we can, but... no. Well, I can't turn it into her, but wait, maybe a guard. No. Just about the godlets.
I'm gonna get those godlets.
No. I will actually be so upset with you if you even think about harming
You literally
a godlet.
violated my body with Scryshroom tea. Hail, peasant. Oh, this is what the knights look like.
Here we go.
He looks at your box. What you got there?
What do you want? Delivery for a
Why
friend?
can't we show it to him?
We don't know what it is.
It's clearly contraband.
I mean, we don't know that. We're just assuming that because the girl seems suspicious.
She's hella suspicious. She can't bring it herself because she'll be recognized.
Well, which one would you rather say? A delivery?
None of them. This is stupid.
Fine. Mind your own business.
Oh, come on. Now we're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Why did you say that?
Because I didn't do this dialogue option on my playthrough and wanted to see if it got us in trouble.
This here is a typhus, nasty creature from Lundell, used for poisons. Now what's a vagrant like you doing with such a thing? I can tell you the Inquisitors won't be kind. You'll be hung from the gallows by week's end.
Dude,
what? Stop.
Damn.
Stop clicking right now.
I was trying to charm them. You take it if you want.
Oh, this is you.
All right.
You got us into this.
I was set up. I didn't know it was in the box. Please take it. Go.
He rolls his eyes. Don't bother. You wandered into the spider's web. Fine. Pay the bribe.
All right.
Stupid poison trafficker has been thwarted.
Oh, I still have to visit the guy and tell him we lost the delivery.
I can't wait to just devastate this dude and say, yep, we lost your poison shipment. Name's Bardolph. I don't think I know you, friend. Yeah. I nearly got arrested thanks to your poisonous tentacled cargo. He burst into a wheezy laugh. I'd love to have seen the look on that guard's face. Enogen will be pissed at her losing her commission, but it's no skin off my back. You've proved yourself willing, at least. We're always in need of folk like yourself. If you want more work, head down to the slums past the docks. Look for a busted skeleton in one of the houses. Give it a yank. It'll let you through to the lost purse. Find Enogen there and you'll have more work for you. So he just... That's the purse, then?
He just let us...
It's a fence.
Yeah, he gave us an invitation to join his fencing crew.
We should report them all to the Union.
You're so lame.
No. The Apostatic Union will bring glory to Hallowshire.
Sure, babe.
I'm literally going to save Hallowshire.
My nose is so big that you like pushed it up into my skull there.
So you're the agent. Must admit I expected someone a little more inquisitorial. I'm a confessor, more of a prisoner than an agent. He laughs, but his eyes stay on you. So you're the Confessor Division. That explains it. Those bastards, they mean to insult me by sending one of their expendable rabble. They've hunted me for years, and now they don't even deign to send an agent. He looks around, at least not to my face. He hisses, teeth gritted. Out with it, Confessor. Has she found it yet? Is it alive? What are you talking about? For a moment, he simply stares at you, brow furrowed. They really haven't told you anything, have they? I may as well be speaking to a silk slug.
I wish I was speaking to a silk slug.
You at least know where Vela is. She escaped on a sloop. Sounds about right. She'll have gone to the Underlands to rendezvous with any Dark Stars that are still loyal. He gazes out the window. Of course, the question is where. The Underlands are far larger than the Sky Realms. She could be anywhere. What are the Underlands? Well, you asked me about the Neuron Stars next, but we didn't know what those were a minute ago either. Really, what are they? They are the lands that are under, the Sky Realms. They extract your mind with a hook in that cell. Seeing your blank expression, he sighs. When the world was destroyed in the World Rend over 400 years ago, surface was turned into an inhospitable hellscape. Those lands are the Underlands. That sounds really cool. I want to go there. She hunts something there. She has done for years. Some kind of terrible power. I can't tell you exactly what it is, only that she plans to use it to meddle with reality itself, which could be the doom of us all. So you'll help me find her? That's the deal that I struck with your Inquisition, isn't it? Hunt my former comrade and my Dark Star crewmates, for the polymath's pardon. After this, I'll be a traitor to everyone. He sighs, leaning back. Well then, Confessor, we may as well get to know each other. What did you do before rotting in a cell?
The naked incident.
I was a scholar. Happier behind a desk than wielding a sword, are you? There's no shame in that, and I suppose those books are quite heavy. If you find yourself in a scrape, you can always bludgeon someone to death with one, no? Anyway, it doesn't matter now, eh? You've lost it all. Hit rock bottom. That's something I can respect. He smirks and raises his drink to you. As for myself, my name is Jack Basalt. I suppose you've heard of me. So this is the guy I am.
The shame of the Union Navy.
The shame of the Union Navy. I, the one and the same. For a time, I was the most respected captain in the Union Navy. I took orders directly from Admiral Kayleigh, Vela's father. For 5 years, I trained Vela aboard my ship. When Vela defied her father and fled to become a mercenary, I followed. I gave up my rank, my station, my ship, to spend my years cavorting with the Wiccans and pirates. Shame of the Union Navy, they branded me. He stares down into his drink. But I kept her safe. Was that not also my duty? So why are you hunting? You have to understand, I love that girl like she's my own. I've seen her grow from a headstrong child into a fierce captain, and there was a time when we were sailing together as Dark Stars, when I thought she might be the greatest of them all. So to see her fall into barbarism and villainy has been hard. I can't abide by what she's done, or by what she will do. She seeks to save us, but she'll likely doom us. So I have to stop her, you see, for her own sake. Cool. And how do we plan to find her? You're asking me? As I said to your masters, I can provide naught but shreds of information. You'll have to do the rest. What I have for you are 3 names. Names of former Darkstar mercenaries who left Vela's crew after the mutiny. Together, maybe the lot of us can track her down. Who are they? First, there's the Emberian. Called that because folks say she's the last of their kind. Of course, that's pure squid shit. If she was Empyrean, she'd be 400 years old. I've heard talk she's somewhere in Hallowshire. Next, there's the Endless Duchess, a powerful cipher wizard. She went back to her ancestral home in the Endless Realm, and like all those you'll find there, she's cursed to truly never die. Which means she really is hundreds of years old. And finally, there's Caxton Frost, a genius of the Clockwork Kingdom. That man could engineer a skyship from a sack of junk. Last I heard, he'd returned to his homeland. And you're sure they'll help us? Am I sure they'll follow you to their certain deaths? Of course not. They'll probably try and cut your head off. But if you want to try to find Vela, you're just gonna have to ask nicely. And if they do agree, you lot must have captured Vela's fortress, the Blinding Light, correct? I heard the cannon fire from here. Tell you what, I'll head there myself after this little chat, and if you find any of those Dark Stars, send them there and all. He affixes you with a grim stare. And that thing Vela's looking for? She mustn't use it. Nobody must ever use it. Do you hear me? If you have any sense, you'll make sure it stays buried down there. He shifts, suddenly nervous. Well, I think we're done here. Interesting. He'll be at the Blinding Light. I hope you don't mind that I'm actually reading everything out loud.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Oh, this is lore. We don't have to... Well, it's a whole book.
Well... Okay, you know, we'll come back and read it later.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just...
It's like 10 pages. We should take a break before looking at it.
I read longer documents than that in other games, but whatever. If it's just superficial lore, we don't need to busy ourselves with it.
I don't think any lore is superficial. Sorry, I really shouldn't be breaking into buildings right now. I don't know.
There's the back of the noggin.
Oh, more lore.
More lore.
Wait, that kind of looks like a...
Attack on Titan.
I thought that was an antelope for a minute.
Skull's vacant. It's for 2 coins. Nice. So it's a real skull, is it? I wonder what they killed to make a house out of it.
Actually, that's probably in the books.
It's got 4 eyes.
That's probably the thing that I thought was an elk. That's probably what they used to kill it right there.
Oh, you're right. Let's sleep, and then can we read that one book? Because I want to know what it is.
It's probably hella stinky in here. But yes.
Recollections from the God War. Yeah, it's got 4 eyes and an arrow through one of them. Same one that there's a thing through. Before our airship rose a writhing mass of flesh. Taller than any tree, any structure, any living thing. It filled the horizon with its ghastly form. A hand rose to thwart us, or should I say many hands, for the thing's flesh bubbled and boiled with minute approximations of the whole. Its arm was made from many arms. Its screaming face had countless gaping mouths. The captain's voice bellowed across the deck. Being no Navy woman, I cannot recount these orders, but the ship began to lurch to the side, a futile attempt at evasion. With an almighty crash, I was flung against the ship's bow. We spun in freefall. Through splinters and dust, I could see the other half of the ship. We'd been split in twain, and the ground was rushing to meet us. The ship exploded into fragments as it struck land, but I did not feel the impact. I levitated just inches from the wreckage, a glow encircling me. I could see the hand of an erudite Academy scholar buried in the rubble. It twitched, the glow flickered, and I fell safely to the ground. I knew not who saved my life in place of their own, but I think of them often. The creature towered above me, staring with many eyes, howling with many mouths. These were the closing months of the God War, and the Wiccans had become desperate. Faced with their annihilation, they had embraced practices that had long been forbidden. Whatever lurched towards me had once been a god, though it could not be called that anymore. As it raised its arm to strike me, its bulk blocked the light of the Neuron star. Against my better judgment, against the very ideology to which I had committed myself, I uttered a prayer to my family's patron god, a god I had seen cut to pieces not a month before. Who knows, maybe some vestigial remnant of the god remained and took pity on me. A hideous noise erupted from the monster. Its flesh had always shifted in some eldritch pattern, but now it appeared to flow like liquid. Huge chunks of it began to drop to the ground, exposing glimpses of a skeleton. Whatever spell the Wiccans had cast, whatever power flowed through this entity, it was failing. At that moment, our sister ship burst from the clouds at a blistering speed. A dozen cannons erupted into fire, and the creature rippled with explosions. A voidstone lance, itself the size of a small vessel, was flung directly into the monster's skull. The thing buckled and bent under its own weight. It appeared to be melting. The skin tore around its neck, and its head bent back in an unnatural way, eventually dropping to the ground. I would later discover that it crushed a nearby pub. After a few moments, all appeared to be left was a steaming mound of flesh and bone. Epic. So this is a god, so to speak.
It was.
Wow. Okay, so we have new turf to explore. And a new sword to try out, too. I'm excited.
So this is... Oh, this is different. Yeah, this is the way we came up. So down there is still Hallowshire. It's just, not Hallowtown.
Cool. I'm good to go explore the countryside. Maybe find a dungeon or two. Where do you think we should go?
I thought that butterfly over there was a guy doing squats. Or, like, bends or something.
Let's try killing it.
Yeah, I've never fought anything with the, like, fine sword.
I've also never fought a butterfly, so we're about to find out a lot of new things.
Oh, Lord. Ooh.
Ah. Stupid ass. Dies in 3 hits.
And keep in mind that your attack skill is, like, hella low.
It is. And you call this hard mode? Die, goblin.
My God.
Will this endanger my lord of the goblins? Of course
I
not.
don't
There'll be
think-
no witnesses.
Are these the goblins?
Yeah, they're wearing masks.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I always thought it was the frog things that I think also wear masks.
Well, no one saw me do it, which is all that matters.
Wait, what's that?
I've buried all the witnesses of my crime.
Oh,
It's the ghost lady.
what's she doing here? She told you...
Hallowshire fields used to be sown with Wiccan seed for their deities, though diminished, could ensure a good harvest. The god contracts were modest, the blood price was equitable. Of course, the Apostatic Union snuffed it out eventually. They sent over that polymath and her retinue to stamp out any smoldering divinity, and now the common folk starve, their fields barren and desolate. The Union claim it's in the name of reason and progress. She lets out a discordant sigh. I admit those old Wiccan contracts can be deceitful. Many don't realize the weight of their signature until the curse sets in. But the Union would smother the sky realms in a tangle of bureaucracy until we worship naught but deadlines and shipping manifests. Their only saving grace is their honesty, for at least the people know they are trampled upon. So what about you, stranger? Would you rather be enveloped in a sweetened lie, blissful in your ignorance, or would you choose the bitter truth? Truth. She smiles wryly. But could we ever know the truth for certain? Perhaps we are all but actors in another's dream, destined to be forgotten with the morning light. If the Union discovered it was thus, and wrote it in all their books, would we be enlightened or just more lost?
She's the only ghost we're meeting. I wonder if Bela's looking for something that's connected to her. Because
Possibly.
she seems intrinsically connected to Bela.
Yeah, she did mention that she knew her once, didn't she? Surely there is a secret back here in the corner.
Certainly.
What could this be? Looks clockworky. Needs a key.
Just get a Pharaoh's Lockstone.
Yeah, that needs a Pharaoh's Lockstone right there. Surely that waterfall will have a secret for a gamer like me.
Casually oh my god!
A dead person.
You
But there's no-
casually have like the best leg and lower body strength of anybody in the world walking up a waterfall.
Yeah. So of the 3 people who we're supposed to track down to further the main quest, I think I'd like to go check out this guy in the Clockwork Kingdom first.
I never met him.
Frost was his name. What? A mercenary knave on the road? Draw your sword.
Did he just get all of his health back?
He tried to. Dude, just infinite potion glitch. Have they patched this yet where I can just kill everyone in 2 hits?
Scholars.
Scholars?
Academy Scholar again.
That thing?
The map guy.
Oh, you're right.
There's another one.
The map makers. What do these say? Thornwood Manor's that way. Didn't we hear something about Thornwood Manor?
Yes, I think that's where we're supposed to meet the ghost.
That would be an interesting level, I'm sure, but probably not something to do tonight.
No, I think that would be a bit too extensive.
This way to
go that
Clockwork.
way. Just so to get to the Clockwork Kingdom
And
and
there's
to any
Hallowshire.
other kingdom, we're going to need a passport. But
We've already got the one, haven't we?
well, no, we need a new one for every time.
Really?
So we're gonna have to do something to acquire a passport.
We're getting closer to that dragon.
But it couldn't help to scope. I mean, it couldn't hurt to scope out like what we need to do to get there.
Right. Look, an undefended farmhouse. Knock knock, it's the Union. Ow!
Nice. Nice.
Not permissible.
Nice.
This is an offense against the Union.
I like how you balance all of your drinks over your sword. There's another one up there. On the stairs.
Oh, you're right. Keen eye. Do I have enough floor to...
Don't. That's
Oh.
disarm.
Well, I did it.
Right, just don't waste a lockpick.
We will find out who lives in this house and what they were keeping so secret. A glimmer. There aren't any people staying here.
But he's got a people watcher.
He does have a people watcher. A telescope pointed at the Earth.
Not at the Earth.
What's in the
Like a-
chest?
Oh.
A telescope. A fine invention allows the user to see long distances. Much like telescopes in real life.
Wait, I never saw that.
This has been confiscated on official Union business. You
Did they
there,
put
sir.
that lockpick?
Hail the Union.
Oh, there it is.
Here's a little sneaky diverge from the road. That's too easy, it's probably bait. Those two seem to be at a grave. Or possibly a shrine for worshipping gods? Have at thee. For the Union! I'm literally untouchable.
What could I do to convince you to forget you saw this?
A squirming godlet.
Leave it be.
A squirming, writhing creature
Leave
that
him
looks at you
be.
with wet, beady eyes.
Leave
and
him
occasionally
be.
squeals with some unknown intent. The various factions in Hallowshire might be interested in such a specimen.
You are going to leave him alone.
There is a consequence to filling my body with scryphrim
No!
and now this
No!
squirming godlet will pay the price.
You're so evil.
It's merely justice, Kayleigh. I can land that, I think. Do you think I can land it?
I think you can land it. You're fine. Fall damage doesn't really happen unless it's, like, extreme. You'd probably have to be jumping off of one of the sky islands.
Think we've been up there? Is that Quill? That might be the forest that we came through to get here.
Yeah, I can't see that far.
But we do have a tool for seeing that far. I just want to bring back the progress. Have we been to that house, do you think?
I think that's town.
That is a town. I don't recognize that steeple on that church. Kind of looks Iberian.
No, I don't think that's Iberian.
This will be investigated by the Union in a timely manner. Die, vile pagan goblin.
Damn.
It had to be done. It was self-defense, really. Let's see if I can get a sneak attack.
Oh.
Yes, it seems like sneak
You
attacks
did.
are a thing. Nice. Nearly got him in one hit. Mushroom Tower. What secrets might this be harboring?
See, aren't those frog things kind of wearing a mask?
Wearing a mask? They've got like an armor on, a helmet on.
Hmm.
Die, foul Cazador. Tonight's the night all the mayflies are coming off of Lake Erie.
Mayflies?
Yeah.
Oh. For a second, I thought you were talking about lightning bugs, and I
Nah.
got really excited.
Those would be June bugs.
You mean fireflies?
Sure, babe. Well, this is a pretty sizable estate.
Oh.
It's a hideout full of bad guys. Good thing I'm here to rescue
Oh,
them.
hey, the Union likes you now.
Very good. They should. You know what? Throwing knife. Whoa! Throwing knives melt. That was way better than I thought it would be.
How did you throw them so fast?
I just tapped R a bunch of times. What are these guys, mercenaries?
Those might have been Wiccans. No, actually, I'm not sure, because if they were, then I think you would have lost some affinity with the Wiccan group.
Maybe I just need to kill more to find out. You've gained a delusion. Reveal yourself, treasure. Roguehood. Plus 10 lockpick. This will be helpful for roguing about. Probably shouldn't sleep here, though. Oh, I see a little bit of loot down there. By those goblins. That's pretty good damage. Are you gobble in or gobble out?
Can I use that?
What? Gobble in or gobble out?
Yeah.
Yep, you gotta pay me a royalty.
Oh. I'll be sure to give Vote for Holt a shout out in all of my future very real YouTube videos.
You wanna just keep persona maxing?
That'd be pretty funny.
Persona maxing?
Alright. I'll deal with that.
Let's do it.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye.
This is the middle of an episode.
Oh, hey, these are all in here. Oh, you're safe with me. Oh, you're safe with me in my playthrough for now.
Can I tell you something that I learned that I thought was interesting when I was editing the footage?
Yeah, what's up?
In that book we read about the god that was slain whose head is used in the wobbly noggin, it was said that the thing that killed him after the spell weakened him was a voidstone lance through the eye. Mm-hmm. Voidstone sounds like a material we could make a sword out of. It's particularly effective against killing gods. So now I really want a voidstone sword.
I wonder if that's something we could do.
Must be. That must be like the netherite of this game.
He's armored.
And it will do him little
How?
good.
Oh, no, you don't.
Bro went for his Estus flask. I do think it'd be cool to check out that big-ass castle. But first you can
Yeah.
meet with your cartographer.
I think that's where we want to meet the ghost.
Oh, really?
Northeastern edge of Hallowshire. That part always confused me because I could never make out what was Hallowshire. So if it's over there, I'm assuming it's over here.
Well, let's just go there anyhow and see what happens. Also, I had an idea about the alchemy table. I bet we could make poisoned throwing knives if we combine a throwing knife and a poison potion.
Oh, maybe. Oh, landmark?
Is this the same guy? Or a
I
different person?
I think it's a different guy. But they all look this. There's stations like this in a bunch of different places.
The scholar seems to be absorbed with the looking glass. A traveler, Apologies, I'm on academy business and this map won't make itself.
But we can talk to him about the same thing.
Okay. Excellent, these will do nicely. The detail here is impressive for one of your limited experience. You paid us 40 coin for that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Seems you've accrued that's a word I use all the time. Quite the collection of cipher charts, doesn't it? I must admit I'm impressed. Take this, it's a letter of recommendation that will grant you entry to the Erudite Academy.
That's what we ran into last time.
That's easy as hell. That's
It
so
is.
easy. That guy must really suck. He must just be a turd when it comes to magic.
Speak to the chief cartographer. I'm sure he'll have work for someone like yourself. I never did any of that, so that would be something totally new for the both of us if we wanted to mess around with it.
Do we want magic?
I mean, it's not necessarily like a stereotypical Mage's Guild questline, but also, I know nothing of the magic in this game. So maybe there is some stuff there to learn?
Maybe we should, like, go have a peek and see if there's an inventory of spellbooks and we can read what we could learn.
Perchance.
You should just drink a stamina potion at this point.
I don't know if it'll refill my... Well, let's see. We've got a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Since you love just burning the stamina so hard.
Yeah, like I love burning your money.
Maybe we should just go to wizard school.
No,
In fact, we should go up and just have that guy watch us as they let us on board.
Well, yeah, but I want to see the ghost. I just want to verify that I'm not stupid. Guarding your coins. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was scary. That's scarier for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't forget that you can get sneak attacks on people. Oh, look, a goblet.
Hello.
I want to eat it.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Hello. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. Grow back.
They grow. That's... looks... unusual.
Oh, bullshit.
Good eye.
That's what I thought.
You glimpsed a glimmer of blue.
Oh, hey.
A bow.
Fight from afar, balancing speed and martial ability. This one has seen better days.
Hey, we have a lot of arrows. We could dig around with that if we wanted.
We do, and we should.
I was hoping we'd find another weapon.
Bath time. I'm taking out the godlets and washing behind their ears.
Stop giving them headcanon, it will just hurt more when I sell them to the Union.
If I start crying in front of you, would you have any emotional reaction at all?
What would you do if it's like the content or the Lethal Company baby, where it's like this cute little squirming godlet, but by the time we get like to level 15 Delusion, they just sprout into massive monsters and eat us?
That's crazy. You've never... have you seen me play Lethal Company? Because I have mods installed so I can take the baby outside and keep bouncing it. Until I have to put it on the ground and leave because it doesn't let me take
us
it
to
on
the
the
damn
ship.
wizard school. So the Academy are the ones who send the map makers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I guess this time around, just because they're trying to make a magic map that updates as the Sky Islands move. Because they move around and end up in completely new locations every 10 to 15 years or so. Hollow Bell Tower. Clockwork Kingdom. Hollow Mine.
Mines.
Bandits. I don't remember
Someone
that.
has crawled bandits underneath?
Do you know anything about that?
Maybe we armor up and then go check out the mines.
School first.
School first. If we run across that tree with the Goblin Man in it, maybe we have a high enough persona now to get a mask from him. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, hey. Nah.
No. Could you check what our charm stat is? Is that something that's easily read?
I think it needs to be high.
If you go back, it probably would have been there.
Oh, it's at 30.
Okay, so it does have to be really high then. Damn. Ooh, I love our fine sword. I look at our fine sword with the same fondness that you look on the little squirmy godlets.
Are you gonna wash behind the sword's ears?
Mm-hmm. And underneath its hilt. And polish its bevel. We've been here.
Right, yeah. Things going on in this room. Heretic.
Now
said
you
that?
get it. Now just let this sap watch.
Loser. Mwah.
The enchanted mask is... Oh, we've read that. Alright, give him the thing. Here's my recommendation. Mask silent for a long while, just so you're about to say something. It responds. Recommendation accepted. You may enter. Ooh, look out at the view. Look out at the view.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh, this is like a Cedar Point ride.
Ooh.
Check out that mountain.
I was gonna say, what's that bit over there?
Look at the castle. Maybe you can figure out how to get up top. That's Hallowshire.
That's Hallowshire.
The castle's to the left of it. It's so far away. What is that big-ass jellyfish in the distance?
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
it's like a hermit crab in the sky. Did you never come here?
No, I didn't.
Wow. This kind of reminds me of the Ether mod in Minecraft.
Ooh. Oh, I want to jump so bad.
No, don't jump.
I want to.
I'm so proud that we're at 0 deaths. Let's keep it up. Flying high, you've
Ooh.
gained access to the Erudite Academy, traveling bastion of scholarly pursuits. Now its secrets are hidden in the most acclaimed institution of the Apostatic Union.
This is a union joint. Man,
It is?
I'm out.
I love it now. Go back.
Jimmy,
I
you're
thought that the wizards
so
were going to be like
lame.
not allowed.
No, magic isn't outlawed. God worship is.
But where does the magic come from if not gods?
Good question. Hey,
Hey,
sexy.
if the magic is kosher, I'm down with it. The Inquisition agent looks up and down with a sneer. New face. You're not one of those sniveling scholars, are you? That's exactly what we are. This place fills me with disgust. A bunch of egotistical idiots playing with powers they fail to understand or control. Now this guy sounds like me 20 seconds ago. But lately I've caught wind of something that could finally be their undoing. This place harbors a dark secret, and one I intend to uncover. This is a me quest. Do you know what cipher magic is? It's the act of altering the very language of the universe. It can prove useful in certain situations, but if misused, it has the potential to destroy the fucking world. Again.
That's not a very nice word.
If you ask me, the fact that we let this gross abuse of reality take place in the Union's universities is bad enough, but at least the Inquisition can keep those fools in line. But this place... The Council in Ryova has waived all but the most severe restrictions on the Erudite Academy's research. Forget the Wiccans. This damn place is the greatest threat to the Apostatic Union we face.
Never mind, I love it here.
I will tear this island out of the sky. I've been looking for dirt on this place for months. The Academy plays with fire, flouts the Union regulations at every turn, but the Council, in their ineptitude, always turns a blind eye. But recently, my equipment detected something. A Class D god entity. They're harboring a god. The Union's harboring a god. I will not allow this hypocrisy. Only a faint signal, so my superiors put it down to faulty equipment. But if it is true, god worship is a serious felony. The Council would have to act. If they're really harboring some sort of minor god, it would be well hidden. I could really use the help of an outsider like yourself. Yes. You are truly a credit to the Apostatic Union. The one advantage we have is that most of these blundering old fools don't seem to like each other very much. I've not had much luck talking to them. They seem to hate me as much as I hate them. But ask around, and you might be able to glean something I've missed. Dude, this is an awesome quest. This is exactly what I was hoping this game would be like. The Apostatic Union has corruption inside of it, and now we get to purify the Union.
Purify?
Yeah.
Alright, calm down there, buddy.
No, there's evil god worship happening.
Calm down there, buddy.
What are we fighting for? What are we fighting for?
Calm down there, buddy. You talk like you want to be, like, Amish or something.
This is fun! Come on! This is like playing a D&D campaign.
It is.
I'm playing the role that the DM has set up for me.
This reminds me of the Skyrim Academy, except it's much cooler.
Alright, we just gotta be really subtle now. We're gonna make friends with everyone here. We're gonna be nice and cheery and bright and happy. And then when we find their secrets, we put a dagger in their back.
Listen to the wind effect, though. We're up high, so the wind is, like, blowing in our ears really crazy.
Some Scooby-Doo wind right there.
Can
Look at those floating glowstone lamps.
Let me just replenish everything I've lost. Are these the dorms? Is it a dorm? Okay, we can't touch these.
I'm sure that there's many lore secrets here. We should start wisdom maxing.
Oh, yeah. We probably shouldn't have been leveling charisma this whole time.
Well, the charisma could still help us yet, but wisdom, especially for finding more lore, that's the move.
I just tried to scream.
So much money. I'd like to speak with the man in charge.
Cynthia or Revo?
The woman's flesh hangs loosely from her bones. Ruptures in the skin reveal muscle, sinew, and patches of exposed bone. She glances at you with cloudy eyes.
No, she's from the Undying Lands.
You know it's rude to stare, mortal. My name is Glem, chief historian of this academy. You don't seem quite... Well, let's not say that, because we haven't met other scholars. Can I ask about
literally
the
come in being racist.
Yeah. Of course, mortal. I've read every book in this place, and let me tell you, most of them are wrong. I should know, being older than the world end. It is quite a question about the past. I will try to be brief. For most of human history, civilization thrived far below, on the world's surface. Feudal kingdoms flourished under the patronage of powerful gods, and the Wiccans mediated between mortals and divine. But advances in magic and technology led to the rise of the Iberian Empire. Huge cities spread across the world, linked by unfathomable spells, and the Wiccans fled to the Sky Realms. But then, of course, we had the World Rend, 400 years ago. We cannot say exactly what the World Rend was, only that it destroyed the world's surface and forced humans to flee to these Sky Realms. Believe it or not, I was alive during the World Rend. I remember an intense flash, a burning heat, and a terrible sound like 1,000 screams. Our island crashed into another during the commotion. I have known nothing like it. The Union is a relatively young conglomerate of states. It was formed 40 years ago when the victors of the God War unified under one banner. But the lands that make up the Union can trace the history back 400 years, when the survivors of the World Rend fled to the Sky Realms. They were feudal kingdoms then, allied to the Wiccans and their gods. Keep listening. Vena has always been a diplomatic hub, and its principal city, Ryova, is now the capital of the Union. Lundell is a noble land, full of castles and windswept plains. We've heard Ryova a lot, so I guess it's the capital. Beyond is a place of culture and learning, the best universities, the best theaters, the best wines. And lastly, Slev is the northernmost land, and a cold, harsh one at that. Its cities are rife with corruptions and gangs. But half a century ago, the rulers of these lands chose to break free of the Wiccan covens. Astoundingly, they chose to fight their own gods, and even more astoundingly, they won, and the Apostatic Union was born. This archipelago, with Hallowshire at its heart, is known as the Oniric Isles. To the east of the Oniric Isles lies Cardova, more recently known as the Clockwork Kingdom. To the west is the Endless Realm, wherein my kind originates. But these islands have not always existed together. Islands in the Sky Realms drift with the current, and if you go back 100 years or so, neither Cardova or the Endless Realm were part of this archipelago. What about Hallowshire? For many years, Hallowshire has existed as an independent territory in league with the Wiccan cult of the Worm, who worship the fertility god Pegith. But recently it has been absorbed into the Apostatic Union's borders, making it the southernmost territory of the Union. As you have no doubt noticed, there is a great deal of friction between the locals and the Apostatic Union's soldiers. When townsfolk have relied upon a god for so long, they don't take kindly to having the god suddenly outlawed. So, Pegith was the god that Blood was trying to bring back, right? The mushroom?
No, that was Angwin.
Angwin, you're right.
That was just the local quill god, a minor god.
Pegith was a bigger god.
Mm-hmm.
The Erudite Academy is over 200 years old. Unlike the other universities in the Apostatic Union, it is not tied to a single state. It exists independently. For much of its history, it was a fringe establishment, refusing to ally with gods or Wiccans' covens. In fact, many of the treaties and polemics that laid the ground for the God War originated from this very establishment. And so it should come as no surprise that, since its inception, the Union has favored the Erudite Academy with high-profile commissions and secretive projects. So this is Q. This is like the CIA for the Union.
Well, yeah, let's go with that.
As you can see, the Academy exists on a flying island. It moves between territories to where it is needed most. We've been stationed on these Oniric Isles for about a year now.
Okay.
That's all I needed to know. We'll come back and... Oh, let's ask about untoward things, just cause. Oh, this place has secrets, that's for sure. There's a chamber underneath this building, accessible from the garden outside, that I've seen someone entering in the dead of night. There's no doorway, though. I've seen a number of suspicious candlesticks around the Academy. Mortal wizards do love to hide their dirty little secrets with enchanted candles.
That's cute.
Okay, so candlesticks around the Academy open a secret door by this building.
Oh, that's a save state.
Let's hit it. Kayleigh, are you prepared to fight a god?
I'm prepared to pick up the little godless and go... Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, that's going to be important later.
Yeah, it seems that that's wisdom beyond us. Who's this dashing rogue?
Giovanni, the chief cartographer. Oh, we need to talk to him for work.
Really? This is what passes for a scholar these days? Please refrain from getting your muddy footwear on the flooring. He turns away and sighs. Well, seeing as you're here, perhaps you may be of some use. Back in Vena, I had 12 servants. In this damnable place, nary a soul will lift a finger to help. Perhaps you're different. I am Giovanni Bori of the Bori family. I'm destined for great things, father says so, but for now I'm merely the chief cartographer of this wretched place. Traditionally, not much to do with cartography. It's rather a menial task for navy vessels and merchant mapmakers. But the trouble with living on floating bits of rock is that they have a habit of moving around, and old maps become useless. So the Academy is working on a more inventive solution. That's so cool that this story takes place at a time where they are making the technology that would be used for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
How did you become chief cartographer? It's a funny thing. I had no real interest in maps before this position. Fiddly things, wouldn't you say? All those tiny drawings and so easy to get them the wrong way around. Ahem. But when father decided I needed some academic experience to continue my political career, the only position he could wrangle was chief cartographer of this dismal place.
Cool.
Honestly, I would have much rather been the etherist commander. At least neuron stars are a bit more fun. Anyway, might as well make the best of it, I sent out our junior scholars to map these Onotic Isles. This may be a dreary backwater, but at least there are discoveries to be made. So this guy is a political science major. That's all I needed to know about him.
Stranded in Appalachia.
He's stranded in Appalachia.
Okay, I think I get it.
Forbidden? What's this? A sudden interest in the integrity of our establishment? If I didn't know better, I'd say that Inquisition agent has you under her thumb.
He has half of us under her thumb.
I'm going to kill you, Giovanni. This guy, like, straight up, he's gotta go. No matter, between you and me, my allegiance lies more with the Council and their Inquisition than most of the dusty old codgers in this place. I'm sure they're flouting Union regulations left and right. I checked that etherist fool up in the tower. He's always prattling on about the importance of the cosmos and how he flew out into the night sky before most of us were even birthed. If anyone's a rule breaker, it's him.
Well, you can't even jump down your staircase, you suck.
I like this place. There's much lore here.
Lore. As I write this account, my quill wavers in my hand. I can see the oh, hey, is this your diary? Oh, wait, no, it's...
Stultus Navigatio, 1426.
Stupid navigation. Nice.
Is that what that means?
I mean, stulto is stupid in Latin.
I didn't know that.
And I can only assume. As I write this account, my quill wavers in my hand. I can see the skin peeling and flaking from my fingers, blood and pus seeping from the cracks. Before the sepsis sets in, I hope to recount my fateful voyage to the Iberian city of Nodlin. It was my final voyage, and these will be my final words. The expedition was funded by the Erudite Academy. They had us sign numerous documents and waivers, no doubt written from the safety of some Riovan legal office, clearing them of any accountability. I was not perturbed. I thought our success was assured. The vessel we traveled in was outfitted with the latest in cipher technology. We had hired an aetherist who had hermetically sealed the thing with numerous cipher wards and provided us with the finely crafted garments that allows one to survive the outer reaches of the cosmos. But when I asked the aetherist to accompany us for a healthy salary no less, he replied, "The Underlands? Nay, I have flown into the cosmos on 6 occasions and stared into its inky blackness. I have delved into the dread depths of Slev's Poison Lake and escaped unscathed. I have been to unspeakable places, but the Underlands? I will not go there." We anchored our galleon in the southernmost skies of the Apostatic Union, close to the near-lawless archipelago of the Unraveling Isles. The galleon's captain was wary of pirates, but I insisted we would be back before the nearby Neuron star withdrew its reddish glare. Our shuttle detached itself from the galleon, shaking as though we made our descent through the clouds. My crew sat uneasy as the light faded. In the 400 years since the world end, few have visited the world's surface and lived to recount it. But our landing was uneventful enough. We opened the hatch to find the glistening bones of a city stretching towards the sky. Huge metal structures arched overhead, supported by girders of an impossible scale that no living blacksmith could reproduce. We set to work examining the ruins. Legend describes how the Iberians wrote nothing with ink. They stored their knowledge in vast networks of cipher, accessible to any citizen, so that each and every person was as learned as a great scholar or polymath. Lamentably, this proved to be true, for we could find no book, no page, no scrap of writing to shed light on the majesty of their culture. So they stored their knowledge in cipher. So...
that must be like
a collective consciousness
I almost
situation?
think of it like electronically. Like they had a server they uploaded everything to that's gone now.
That makes more sense.
What we found were towering halls.
Do you want to keep reading?
You can keep going if you want.
How many pages?
I'll take it from here. You've done the first half.
Yeah.
What we found were towering halls, once used for some inscrutable bureaucratic purpose, but which now lay overtaken by fungi. We saw evidence of the rail ships that hauled cargo of unimaginable weight, and the great portal relays that are said to have connected every corner of the world. We stared bewildered through the eye goggles of our protective hoods. My faith in the world wonders of the aetherist technology was well founded. The accursed earth could not infect us with its taint. So long as our suits remained intact, we were safe, but there was just one factor I had not accounted for. The scream echoed through the halls. We spun to see one of our crew collapsed on the floor, blood gurgling from his suit. As we made our way to investigate, I caught something in my periphery, too quick to see, and I turned to see another of us standing plainly with no head upon her shoulders. She crumpled into the darkness without making a sound. So we ran. The suits were cumbersome and the armor thick with spores. I cannot say how the other crew members met their fate. I heard cries but did not falter in my flight. In my arrogance, I had assumed tales of monsters were but fictions of dying men, for what could survive down there in this wasteland? But as I neared the shuttle, exhausted and terrified, one of the creatures appeared plainly before me. I have heard tales of ghosts, but this was not one. It was a shadow incarnate, a swirling amorphous presence. A spectral arm emerged from that dread mass which became a scythe as it swung towards me. I ducked and sprinted to shuttle, narrowly escaping its ephemeral blade. As I closed the shuttle's hatch, I could see the creature in chase, and I swear I saw a face there, staring at me not with rage or malice, but with a terrible sadness in its eyes. When I returned to the safety of the Sky Realms, it became clear that the creature had torn a large gash in my protective suit. Over the coming days, I became wrapped with terrible agony as my skin blackened and split. I exist now, a week since our voyage, in a state of prolonged decay, my consciousness being the last remnant of humanity left in this revolting husk of a body. It will not be long until I succumb fully to the Death Veil curse. Let this be a warning to those who wish to follow in my footsteps. The Emberian civilization, which ruled every corner of the world some 400 years ago, is forever lost, and to go in search of its secrets is to meet a terrible fate. Bro.
So they went on a trip to try and find the Roman Empire and met ghoulies and ghosts and goblins on the way there.
Dude, they went to New Londo. That was literally the New Londo ruins and the Four Kings.
Yeah.
I'm scared of that. I'm genuinely scared of that.
I want to go see it.
That's gonna be like the last level of the game, and I don't know what to expect.
I want to go see it right now.
It's like at the Mountains of Madness.
I'm gonna ignore her really quick just so I can go up here and grab some stuff. Just whatever there is to look at.
Keep an eye out for candlesticks.
I think those will be outside. Shuriken.
Shuriken?
Shuriken.
More dangerous and more difficult to manufacture than the throwing knife.
Whoa.
This contraption seems to require a key. There's a book inside of a cage.
It looks like one of those earthquake simulators at like a museum.
Yeah.
Out of my way, shorty.
Is that a forge?
Oh yeah, looks like it.
Maybe she can sell us spellbooks.
Chief engineer.
Chief engineer. Tinkers with a small crystal browse furrowed. She taps at it with a stylus before it's seized with magical energy and she drops it cursing. Gods damn it, you broke my concentration. It'll take hours to recalibrate that. She glares at you for a moment. But seeing as you're here, you might make yourself well useful. I'm Natalia, chief engineer here. Now tell me, how would you like to travel anywhere instantly? How does that work? That's the spirit. You see this big chamber here? I had it brought up from the islands below. It's a portal chamber. It's tech from this academy, but it's actually pretty old. The Erudite Academy moves around a lot, and it seems one of my predecessors tried to set up a portal network on these very islands a long time ago. It looks like they never got it working, but I think I found the missing link. I've calibrated a crystal to act as a key of sorts. It should activate the portals and allow for safe travel, but I just need someone to test it out. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I was about to say absolute yes.
Dude, this will probably kill us like immediately.
We don't know that.
Dangerous? The chance of the portal ripping you up and sending your limbs to completely different continents is quite low, I think.
I want to do it.
Alright, this is your call. That's what I wanted to hear. See this crystal key? She reveals a glimmering device, a marriage of clockwork and crystal, and hands it to you. It will allow you to activate the portal chambers. Once activated, you can teleport to any of the portals you've found. The only trouble is that I've only found one. The Academy records state there should be many more scattered around the island. You don't need to find them all. If you can link this one to a portal chamber in the Endless Realm and another in the Clockwork Kingdom, I will reward your efforts. Well, hopefully this isn't actually dangerous.
I doubt it's actually dangerous.
But what if it is, though?
We just have to link them up. See? This is perfectly fine and acceptable.
The pages of the grimoire cackle with magical energy. A quill rises.
Oh, sorry.
So you have to find another cage.
Yes.
somewhere.
Write your destination.
Okay. So, hey, the teleporter will be helpful. I'm just scared to use it.
What's with all the crystals?
The Academy has been tinkering with crystals for as long as anyone can remember. They're technically called epic crystals. You find them in the earth. They're especially useful for the teleportation, levitation, anything that's too powerful for a normal spell. They form in the earth over hundreds of years. They're actually what makes all these islands levitate. Naturally occurring epic crystals are embedded deep in the rock. Well, that's cool, there's a sciencey explanation. They form where there's been large human societies, or that's the theory. Think of them sort of like a societal residue. As is like Jujutsu Kaisen. All those hopes, dreams, fears, emotions, some of them, traces of them, gets left behind in the crystal. Anyway, they can be a conduit for cipher magic. Whatever goes on in a spellcaster's mind when they weave a spell, that can be reflected 100-fold by an epic crystal. They amplify magic. That's cool. Portals are tricky. They're not outright banned by the Union, but the Inquisition keeps a close eye on them. After all, if you open a portal to the ocean, or inside a neutron star, you're gonna be pretty fucked.
Can we do that?
Not to mention most portal spells are unstable, often dangerous. If you ask a merchant captain whether she'd rather ferry her goods by airship or a portal, she'd say airship every time. But we're trying to change that. We know the ancient Iberians could teleport goods and people safely all around their empire, so it is possible. We just need to refine the cipher, stabilize the magic. I think that's all I need to know. Or we can ask about forbidden stuff.
I will.
If anyone's suspicious, it's that Don Gee downstairs. He's an old Wiccan loyalist, don't you know? But he managed to escape the post-war purges. I don't know, but I bet you find him muttering to the old gods in his sleep. That's probably our cloaked figure who goes down into the secret room at night.
Don't forget that the bootlicker over there said everyone here hates each other. So they're probably just throwing people under the bus.
That's also true, but a history of being a Wiccan loyalist, that's hard to live down.
I mean, are they actually a Wiccan loyalist or... Oh my god, hello.
Did your eyes follow you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you imagine how cool it would be to have that as like a piece of like merch from this game and like hang it on the wall and have the eyes actually follow you?
That's cool. I never would have noticed that.
There's a candle behind you. Can you interact with it?
Oh, yes.
That's probably one of the things we need to open up the secret chamber. But do you
He
think
saw me do it.
Do you think we're ready to go down on that chamber? Because like it could cause, for one, it could be really dangerous.
You are so worried about...
I'm not worried about
Hey.
I bet that this is the statue where the door would open. Is there a bed here we can sleep in?
There was that guy up there's bed.
No, since we're a student, maybe we'd be allowed to sleep. And that one at the end. I doubt we get pickpocketed by the healthy, trustworthy people here. There's a candle in here.
Let's go around and look for every candle that we've missed.
Do you want to sleep first?
Why should we sleep first?
To regenerate our health and stamina.
Oh, I think we'll be okay.
Ooh, there's a basement.
Yeah.
What's happening down here? Is this Don Gee?
Guy.
The man mumbles to himself as he grinds mortar and pestle. He seems oblivious to your presence until he mutters, "I'll be with you in just a moment, Mick.
Youngin'."
He stares at the concoction of herbs, frowning. Suddenly he hawks a gob of phlegm and spits it into the bowl, grinds it, and sets it aside, seemingly satisfied. Now then, I'm Don Gee, prime alchemist of this old academy. What can I do for you? Can you teach me about alchemy? Better than most, I'd wager. With alchemical equipment, you can combine ingredients to make new concoctions. Feel free to use the equipment in my study. I actually would like to do that. Now, the Academy's been floating over these Oniric Isles for about a year now, and I've gotten a flavor for the herbs that grow here. Brewed the 2 Eyes of Pegeth for a health potion. Just the same, Paradoxicus revitalizes mana. Jitterseed will restore stamina, but there are plenty of others you can make. Rarer herbs, he betrays a sly grin. That depends on who's asking. The damned Inquisition have banned the use of some of the most potent alchemical herbs to the chagrin of those who know better. He leans closer. To those who know where to look, you can still find Death's Veil around these parts. Death's Veil was the curse that guy in the book was talking about that rotted his skin out. It's a shroom that grows from the cursed remains of a corpse. Macabre stuff, but extremely useful.
I'm not sure if I found that or not. Combine it with it. Oh, sorry.
Whoa. Wait, elixir of restoration. It could be on death's door, but one of those would fix you right up.
We've run into restoration before, haven't we?
I think we found one potion of it, yeah. When an alchemical experiment fails to produce something useful, you'll often get a type of alcoholic spirit. Mix these herbs And you can make all sorts of beverages. They'll get you right plastered, too. The ancient alchemist's right of refining base metals into gold, but the art has been lost forever, erased from existence itself. Such powers are deemed too dangerous and unstable. We know how to make poison. Well, actually, maybe he can teach us other recipes. Eye of Pageth and Jitterseed. Yeah, we knew that one. Coats your weapons with... Wait.
Eat through your skin, coat your weapons with that, and your enemies will be sorry. So we can do that.
Anytime.
Engineer above me, mm-hmm.
If there's any wrongdoing, it'll be the blasted engineer above me. I can always hear her banging and clattering.
Sorry, but he said, what could possibly be so important to be warranting all that damn noise? I gotta be careful with my clicking.
Why is that?
Because I keep skipping dialogue.
I do that too.
But... Okay.
Candle. There must be another somewhere. Okay, let's try, mix a throwing knife with poison. Or Jitterseed, maybe. I say Jitterseed.
Well, I don't think it'll work. Oh, never mind.
It did make a poison throwing knife.
So we can't coat our...
Coat the sword with poison? I think we can using a poison potion.
We got some foul booze from that.
Well done. What's in this door attached to this guy?
Hold on a second, I need to do a little something.
Kayleigh.
Glug, 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 glug,
In
glug.
broad daylight.
Hold on, I need to do a little something.
Not another.
Glug, 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 glug.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
what door? I can't quite see it.
Right there in front of you.
Oh, this is the way out. Never mind.
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, no, it is the way out. This is just a little green room.
This is the garden where the secret passage is supposed to be.
You're right.
Good thing you'll be able to find it so easily shit-faced like this.
Well, I think we need to open up all the lore stuff.
There it is.
Ah.
Something has changed.
More lore.
The Hidden Truth of Cipher by Anonymous. It's 9 pages, but we've done a lot of reading. We'll come back for that later.
Yeah.
Let's go see about this thing that opened up. Maybe it was that statue we saw up above.
Statue?
Yeah, you know. It was on the higher tier.
Wait.
It's just
Oh.
pixeling that's already been picked.
No, they just put her here.
What about the door on your left?
Was this not here before?
No, we've been here.
No, wait.
You found it. A divine captive.
Contains a captive god?
You entered a secret chamber of the Erudite Academy which contains a captive god. After a little rooting around, you also find a journalist belonging to Jerome Verrier,
I don't think we met him.
the head
Did we?
aetherist of the Academy. You could confront Jerome at the Observatory Tower, or take the evidence straight to the Inquisitor who is lurking around the Academy.
I want to just have a chat with him.
We've never seen a god before.
He's got like... Oh god, I'm stuck. There's like a picture of Pageth in here, or the Eye of Pageth. That thing. Some kind of sacrifice.
Looks like Bunsen Havadir.
But look, see? The god is like attached to this brain.
You're right.
They're like using him to do something.
Do you think that they're putting a consciousness from the brain into the god, or they're trying to siphon the god's consciousness into the brain?
I don't know.
It's like jumper cables.
That's undeniably a brain.
Let's go find this aetherist dude, have a nice pleasant conversation with him, and then decide if we're going to turn him in or deal with him ourselves.
Yeah, did we talk to them? Was it
No,
this guy?
I don't think so.
No, this is the historian.
Whoever it is the aetherist who would be able to teach us magic.
So the neuron star guy. This is the cartographer.
Yeah, it's not him.
I don't think we talked to him. That's so stupid.
The one guy we didn't meet.
That's so dumb and stupid of us. Let me give it one more quick glance.
This
Oh,
elevator might
maybe
go
this
up to it.
goes up.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was just too scared that it would take me back down before, as if we couldn't just come back up.
Alright, let's not confront him just yet, because this guy might actually be able to teach us some spells first. This room rotates. Jerome, head aetherist. The old man is hunched in his chair, wheezing heavily. Each breath reverberates like a broken machine. Suddenly it stops altogether. You wait a moment, then another.
You dying?
Below.
Reach to check his pulse.
Here he lurches awake, eyes peering from a mound of wrinkles. What's the whole integrity? Are we out of orbit? Apologies, thought I was back at the cosmos for a moment there. I'm Jerome Verrier, the head atheist of this place. Pleased to meet you. So you want to go into the cosmos or what? I found the god you've been hiding. Ethology is the study of the ether. It is a noble art, one of the oldest. We track the neutron stars beyond the beauty of the infinite cosmos, and even travel there ourselves. But this newfangled union would rather throw coin at more rudimentary magic. Cipher spells that help trade, war, and expansion. The youth of today have their eyes on their purses, not on the stars. As you leave the planet's atmosphere, you see it, the neural network, the cosmos.
I wonder if that was inspired by the image of the solar microwave. Or not the solar microwave, the cosmological microwave, or whatever it's called.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like what... Well, I'll show you after this.
Okay. On this planet, we have hundreds of neutron stars, as you know. The one here orbits these islands every 12 hours and glows red. Others glow blue, yellow, purple, of varying sizes and orbital trajectories all over the globe. And they're all connected by synapses, but those synapses also stretch out to the neural network, to the cosmos. And when you see it, there aren't just hundreds of neutron stars, no. They fill your vision, they never end. We have, with magical means, peered inside the fabric of our very skulls. Our minds look just like the cosmos, an uncanny reflection. We have been debating what this means for hundreds of years, but truly, your guess is as good as mine.
Ooh, that's some Kayleigh shit.
That is some Kayleigh shit. Before the God War, before the forming of the Apostatic Union itself, I was an etherist and beyond. I was captain of my first cosmos vessel before I was 20, would you believe? It's a dangerous business visiting the cosmos. The air is very thin, cipher seals need to keep the ship together and prevent leaks. Complex magics recycle the air. One faulty spell, one flaw in the cipher, and your whole crew could die. But oh, the beauty, the majesty. To be out there witnessing the throb and pulse of the neural network firsthand, there's nothing like it.
I want to see it.
I didn't think we'd be able to go up there in this game. Maybe we can.
Anyway.
You told him.
Yeah.
Shit. I clearly didn't hide it well enough. Its name is Xanarib. Must be one of the last gods on Union soil, I suppose. Alright.
I can just say bye.
Don't tell him about the journal. What were you doing with it? It's fascinating research, if I do say so myself. As you are no doubt aware, gods draw power from human belief.
I was not aware.
A devout follower is like a source of food to them. So I've been examining this process. Gods do not have organs, simply a nucleus surrounded by strange matter. This turns out to be remarkably similar to the human mind, full of neural synapses. The implications are astounding.
Oh, I want to get my big Kayleigh nose all over this.
Is it safe to harbor a god? Quite safe, I assure you. Before the God War, Xanarib was a god of revenge for a nearby village. But I have muted its power with cipher words. Just last week, that oaf Giovanni lost my favorite pen. Not a moment after I found out, he stubbed his toe and was in quite a lot of pain. If Xanarib was at full strength, I'm sure Giovanni would have fallen out of a window to certain death or something. In fact, thinking of it, maybe I muted its power a little too much. Don't tell him about the journal. I would ask for your discretion in this matter.
I think we should let him be silly.
He's about convinced me, because this is different. I was assuming this was god worship going on.
I mean, having any association with a god kind of lands you in god worship territory with the Apostatic Union.
Well, no,
because you're not reporting and killing it.
There's a distinct difference. This is the same as like keeping a zombie alive so that you can study it and figure out how to kill it better.
I mean,
there are benefits to be had by keeping this thing alive.
There are, but not to the Union.
Yes, to the Union. The Union can benefit from this.
They would not agree with you, methinks.
I am the Union. Have you considered that? Do you think we should turn it in? No?
I mean, if it was...
A glimmer!
Oh, hey. If it was just my playthrough, I would not.
I want to put him on notice.
What do you mean on notice?
I'm not sure if I can trust him yet. When he said maybe I muted its power a little too much, that concerns me.
I think that was a joke.
No. They italicized too. That didn't seem like a joke.
Wait a minute, we have a telescope.
We do. That was the polymath's place?
What is that?
I don't know.
No, that's the map.
There's that big old castle. See where the path leads. Bridge, 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 bridge. No, see where that first bridge is. Is there anything that connects to it?
Road.
Nope. Okay, you've gone way too far.
No, I know where I'm going. Path.
That
Oh,
leads
there's
to somewhere
two.
else.
Wait, this might be the one that we have to go to.
Okay, but I'm more concerned about the big one with the thorns on it.
Where the hell is that? Is that the Clockwork Kingdom?
It could be. Okay, so there's the big old castle with the thorns. I'd really love to get in there and see what's going on. And the road goes down there, next to one bridge, connects to a second bridge. Third bridge connects to this chunk of land. And seemingly, there is no easy way to get up on top of that.
No, look. I mean, unless there's a cliff here that... Oh, sorry.
There could be a cliff there, but...
Well, from this angle, it looks like there's a cliff, but when you zoom in with the telescope, it looks like it just connects right there.
We'll have to get in and inspect it.
Or,
closer.
no, wait. That's a hill, I think.
Well, what do we tell the Inquisition agent here?
We don't. We didn't find anything.
Do we want to tell him that we found nothing? I could allow it this once, because I believe that there is possibly a greater good to be had. You're back.
No, you see, we can't tell him we have nothing. We can just tell on the guy.
I don't know, man.
I personally
We'll put a pin in it.
don't want to tell on him.
Could I?
I just want to look down here.
Whoa, we can see him up close now. Rayquaza.
He's cute.
He is pretty cool. I hope he's not a god, or else I'll kill him.
Okay. Nice.
Have you respawned too? We are friendly with the Apostatic Union.
Just auto-updated them, like on Twitter.
Yeah. Getting pretty close to that dragon now.
Oh, hey, you've got a lot of stuff in here.
What's going on with the lore in here?
Well, that's just a brew stand.
I'll make a couple more heals. What else is there that I can mess with?
Maybe.
Ah.
Perhaps outside.
Maybe? Yes. Oh, glimmer. We've got a delusion. And... fine ore.
They were keeping a guy in here.
They were. Alright, new delusion. I say wisdom. Lore and spellcast improved. I want to see if I can find the way to this big castle.
The Ivy one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the map guy. But we know we're getting close.
Yeah. And we're getting on raised land. That's good. This way, perhaps?
This is the way we were trying to take before.
Ah? I think we found it.
Maybe I'm dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, and the vines.
That is not where you... Jamie.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
What were you thinking?
I wanted to get a cool vantage point view. Let me just try that again.
Whoa, look at that crazy castle.
Whoa, look at that.
We've
Look
never seen
how
it
crazy
before.
it is. Look how the bridges snake all the way up to it. There's gonna be a boss fight in there, dude. Next time.
Next time?
Yeah, I think so.
Very well.
Vote for Holt.
Do that.
Wah.
Quack.